Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over Ewan's response in another interview, and this one is from comicbook.com. It's titled One-on-One with Obi Wan Kenobi. Ewan McGregor talks Vader Obi-Wan love story. So, and right before this actual question, the interviewer Brandon Davis asks Ewan about if Anakin would have turned to the dark side had Qui-Gon not died, and Ewan's answer was, he doesn't really know how to answer that, but he thought it was rather interesting. So this video is going to go over his response to Brandon Davis asking him if he tops the lightsaber fights from Revenge of the Sith, because he was obviously a big fan, and he was saying, the fights in Episode 3 were amazing. They were the best fights in Star Wars. Are you going to top that in this one? And of course, Ewan says you're going to have to wait and find out. But he goes on to say that Obi-Wan can't use the Force at this time, and he has to use a very uncivilized weapon, meaning a blaster. And so, what I gather from that is that in this time, Obi-Wan is very rusty. And Ewan actually goes on to say that exact word. He says that Obi-Wan is very rusty at this time in the Force because he can't use the Force. Because if he does, of course, he'll notify the Empire, and the Inquisitors will be able to feel his presence, and so will Vader. But at this point, of course, we've found out, or we know, that he doesn't know that Vader is alive, which I think makes the story a lot more interesting, and I'll make a little video on that too, just with my thoughts. Now, if he's not using the Force for 10 years, and he's not using his lightsaber, and we know that Vader and Kenobi will fight twice, then I imagine the first time around, Obi-Wan is going to be completely rusty and just doesn't really remember how to use the Force or call upon the Force, or any of his abilities that he had during the Clone Wars. So, I think he's going to get his butt handed to him by Vader in the first fight, and I think in the second fight he'll probably come around like a Rocky montage style, and he'll be practicing or whatever, and he'll just be ready to go, and then we'll see what happens there. But that's my theory on what I think could happen with their fighting. As we know, even Kathleen Kennedy said that they're going to be fighting a few times. So hey, I'm all for it. I think the fact that Ewan just revealed that Obi-Wan can't use the Force, which we already knew, but that he's very rusty, I didn't anticipate that. I thought that Obi-Wan would maybe still be ready to go, sharp as a whip, but now that he's rusty, how is that going to impact everything? How is that going to impact his senses, his reflexes, his ability to use his lightsaber should he need to? Where is his lightsaber? Is it completely tucked away somewhere? Has he thrown it away? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It really reminds me a lot of Jamie Costa's Obi-Wan Kenobi fan film, and if you haven't seen that one, go check it out. You're doing yourself a service if you do. It's a really good one, and it has James Arnold Taylor in it, who actually is the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars, of course. Shout out to Jamie Costa, shout out to Ewan McGregor, shout out to James Arnold Taylor, and shout out to even Brandon Davis for his questions, which led to this video. I'm very excited for the show, and I hope you guys are too. I'll see you for the watch party Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. I'll have the watch party like a few hours before that, and we'll get hyped, get your popcorn and everything ready to go. It's going to be a long night, long morning. See you in the next video. Until then, remember, the Force will be with you.